slowly trying to come down after that extreme high that we founders were on when we heard from the lips of Mr. Mufareh, the beloved and esteemed CEO of ONPASSIVE, and Mr. Mufareh visionary partner Mr. Muhammad Kamal. Something that came about because of what is in the hearts of those two men. Both are brilliant, but the thing that separates them is the love for people. That was on display on Tuesday, May the 16th, 2023, when all of us were mesmerized by what was said at that webinar. What caught every founder who attended that webinar by surprise was something phenomenal. Nothing in our dreams, in our minds, and our hearts could have prepared us for the announcement that is going to rock this world. When ONPASSIVE started admitting founders into ONPASSIVE, there was an entry fee of $97 plus $5 for the processing of the credit card. From there we came into ONPASSIVE in the mid-2018 summer months. There was excitement for those who were there to initiate what Mr. Mufareh had in his mind and heart. The making of ONPASSIVE. Founders were just totally amazed at having an opportunity from a company that would give them their complete attention, which would take away the 98% of those of us who have gone online to make our mark in life, to have a business that we could be proud of and be successful. Mr. Mufareh created ONPASSIVE, and he admitted those who were not just tire kickers, because normally if it is free, people will just get in it for the sake of getting into it. But that $97 was a test of a person's character, how that person really felt about ONPASSIVE as a business, innovation after innovation. Mr. Mufareh and his staff started to create ONPASSIVE for the benefit of founders. We re-emphasize for the benefit of founders. What has happened in the last almost 5 years has really reshaped the way business is to be performed on the internet. Those who came in were on their journey, and while on that journey over 1 million other people became founders. The founder position in ONPASSIVE is the most esteemed position ever given to anyone, for an opportunity that can really transform the lives of those who got in and the families who are related to those who got in. From the Go Founders platform to take care of the needs of founders, it was outgrown to where Go Founders platform was not able to manage the response of those who saw the vision. So Mr. Mufareh and the staff developed the OFounders.net platform. There was explosive growth after that. Knowing how unique this company is and the fact that it is a company where anyone could get in and realize their dream and let the company do the business for them, which was unique. So the OFounders.net managed the volume of founders that were coming in, each one paying $97 plus $5 fee. In the meantime, there were those who weren't founders and some who were founders talking about friendly fire within our ranks, who were negative about the way Mr. Mufareh was conducting his business, and they started slandering, uttering half-truths and complete lies about Mr. Mufareh and his family about how they were using the money inappropriately. Of the founders, they could not see the evidence that surrounded them. If they just opened their minds and hearts to see just what he was doing, that was an unselfish act on his part. The foundational pillar that Mr. Mufareh constructed, ONPASSIVE, has now evolved into ONPASSIVE ecosystem. So despite all the accusations, the opposition, the storms, the tears, the sleepless nights, he kept going forward. ONPASSIVE went from the humble beginnings in a place in India called Bangalore, India, to Hyderabad, which is bigger. He was constantly on the move, acquiring brick and mortar buildings. The Hyderabad office, housing the most technologically advanced technicians that has ever been under one roof, an high-tech city in Hyderabad, India. He didn't stop there. Still being criticized, still being lied on, he started establishing other offices and the crown jewel. At that time, he was venturing into a city called Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and wanted to have a presence that everyone will be able to see. So he didn't lease, didn't rent, but bought 2 floors on the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building on earth. These are all brick and mortar places of business that he has been able to acquire. ONPASSIVE has an office in Singapore. The original office is in Orlando, Florida. ONPASSIVE started this massive campaign on the Burj Khalifa that was not only branding, but also getting people to recognize ONPASSIVE. We are talking about multi-million-dollar decisions and acquisitions that Mr. Mufareh and this family acquired. 2 weeks ago, ONPASSIVE acquired space in Cairo, Egypt, the mother of civilization. The ground so fertile with technology just springing forward that it is the second hotbed of technology. Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Those 2 places are just extraordinary, with all the expenses involved in acquiring those brick-and-mortar offices. The thoughts in the minds of those who we are criticizing him and thinking that he was using the founders' money, the $97 to finance ONPASSIVE, that they started running out of numbers. They started multiplying the number of founders and then the $97 and it ended up with about $100 million. You take that $100 million and you could not have bought what ONPASSIVE has bought. Those office spaces in different areas of the world. Well, that thinking came crashing down May 16th, 2023. When Mr. Mufareh revealed to us and the world that he has refunded every penny that any founder paid to be a part of ONPASSIVE as a founder in ONPASSIVE, over $100 million. You might have heard a rumble. You might have felt a shaking when that was revealed. Everything that anyone has said that was negative about ONPASSIVE evaporated. Mr. Mufareh gave back the $100 million that founders paid to become a founder. So in effect, he and his family have funded everything out of their own personal resources. All I can say now is run and tell that to those who doubted Mr. Mufareh. Founders, we are set for our financial lives. If anyone had any feeling that ONPASSIVE is not real, is delusional, none of that should be not only in our minds, but in our hearts. What has happened totally has transcended to an incredible act of putting people first and the everything else when it comes to profit second. All of us owe debts of gratitude to Mr. Mufareh and his family and Mr. Mohammed Kamal and the staff that he so expertly guided to where ONPASSIVE is the total AI-driven technological giant, which will completely dominate the internet for decades into the future.